Hi everybody, welcome back. We are going to start on this. I don't know how far we'll get, but because I've got 3 weeks, so, and there's 25 pages, so that's like 8 pages a day each time I do this, but we'll see. I think, because last time I talked to you, I was trying to figure out how I was going to do this because I want the pages to be sturdy. So what I think I'm going to do, here's the first 5 right here. And I picked out 5 papers. I've got 25 papers here. And I picked out the first 5. So what I think I'm going to do, because you're not going to be able to see the back. So what I think I'm going to do is cut this to size right here and cut the circle off, right? And then the top piece I'm leaving so I can use my funky scissors. And I have a whole bunch of them. Right here. I have a whole bunch of them. And I thought that what I do is figure out this part because I want it to be sturdy. Okay, we've already figured out what numbers we're going to use. We're going to use these, and I do believe all of them are in here. I hope so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And on the back, they're all decorated, so when I put them on the top, or wherever I'm going to put them, you can still see the back piece. So if I leave them so they're sticking out, or halfway sticking out of the top. So first off, we're going to cut off the thing at the top. You don't have to cut it off. You can actually hang something from it or something. But I'm going to cut it off. Okay, so now it's like that. Now we have to fit it on here. Now I don't know. They go in this way, not this way. Oh, this way. So I'm going to have to mark the side of this and get it as close as possible. I don't like measuring, so I'm not going to measure. I'm just going to match them up. So now we've got this top sticking out. So what I can do is, say I use another piece of paper. So, okay, this one's not as big, but say I decide to cover the back and you get it so it it fits. And then that way this is going to be double, it's going to be pretty sturdy, and I can still use the back. So that's what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and glue these on, fit them to size as I do them, and get them all ready. And then I can go back through these papers, the book that I have in there, and pick 25 more pieces and hook it to the back. So that's what I decided I was going to do with these. So this first one, I was going to use glue, but glue lumps, and I don't like the lumps. So I may end up deciding to use glue, but for now, I think we're going to use score tape. Let's use this one up. And I will put it around the cardboard. I call it cardboard. It's cardstock, but it's thick, you know, like a cardboard box. And if you don't have any, use a cardboard box. You can save up your cereal boxes, have your friends save their cereal boxes, and you can use that if you want them sturdy. I'm thinking that in that video, they're using regular cardstock and double-sided, so it's decorative on each side, because the more that you decorate, the thicker this is. So because this is double-sided, this is as thick as it's going to get, and I think that's too flimsy to be going back and forth. But once you start putting like little pockets and all that, it does thicken it up, but it's still not thick enough for me. So I put the score tape on, and you can use glue. I'm not using glue on this one anyways, the first one. Now there's the first page. I'll show you what I've done so far. This is pretty much going to be kind of a walk through, and then I might decorate one page with you, and then I'm going to, you know, do the other 8 or 5 or however I'm going to do off camera. So when I come back to do the next video, we'll kind of do like a little, what I've done to it thus far, you know, because this is definitely a work in progress. I'm kind of the seat of my pants kind of girl, so I try to figure stuff out as I go. Now, before I glue this on here, let's go through and ink it. I can ink it after, because then it'll hide the cardboard, and if you want the cardboard or cardstock, whatever you want to call it, if you want the brown to show, then you cut this piece a smidge smaller. And I don't necessarily want that. So there we go. And you're gonna, you know, squish it around. But when I put a back piece on here and I hook it together here, then I can take my decorative scissors and cut across it. And I've got a bunch of different ones here. I got this as a set for my daughter when she was a little younger. She never used them, so I keep them. And they have a bunch of different things. You know, this one's too big to go inside here, so it fits on top. So here's one, and you could curl, you know, if you don't want to decorate it, you can, you know, like that one is half rounded. You can cut this off and cut this off. Make it as much as you want, but these will fit. This is 4x6. This will fit almost a 4x6 picture. It'll fit 4x6 this way. See, and I didn't put that on right. So I want them this way. So you have to figure out your orientation. Like this is 4x6. So I could, if I wanted to, do a full 4x6 or do, you know, the 3x5. Because that's probably what it is, 3x5 pictures. Which is all right, but I'm not going to put pictures on these. I'm telling you, it's just for decorative for me. You know, so there's the first one. And like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do as far as the back of it. Now, you could change this around. So here's one. See, that makes it too loose. But you could do it that way if you wanted to, but it makes it so it looks funny. You know, because this is 4x. They're all different sizes. I know I cut wonky. So, and like I said, I really don't. I just wanted to make it because it's so pretty. And so, and I'm not going to put pictures in it. At least not right now. I may decide to, but for right now, I'm not going to. And each one of these is probably cut weird. So they should be all cut the same. Yeah, all cut the same. So we're gonna hook this one on here. We're gonna see, and there's a decorative thing on the back. So if I decided I only wanted to cover just this piece, I still have this piece sticking up. So this is gonna be a little chore, but this is how I figured out what I want to do. And you can save these little pieces if you want. So I'm going to do these two with you just so that you can see how I'm doing it. And I'm going to do it. Well, you got to make sure you're at the paper if it's, see, I need to do it this way so it's bigger. Okay. It's upside down, so it goes this way. You'll have to make sure that your stuff is aligned correctly. Otherwise it's going to be funky and you'll have to redo everything. We'll get this one. So this is what I'm doing with this. This is what I figured out I'm going to do. And I don't want these videos to be, terribly long. I want them to be, I'm trying to get them to the, 20-minute mark, which means they're not going to be decorated. And that's fine. You can kind of see my thought process. And hopefully in the end, we'll have a finished product by end of December. I can't guarantee that, but I'll do the best I can. It'll be close. Maybe we'll get it done in January. I don't know. And you can use, you don't have to do a Christmas theme. You could do Disney. You can do any theme that you want. Flowers, country, farmhouse. You just need 25, well actually 50 pieces of paper if you're going to do it the way I'm doing it. If you're doing it just regular cardstock, heavy printer paper, pretty paper, then you need just 25 with the front and back. You could make this, you could redo this box too to fit like the 6x6 papers. You can do it any way you want. But, gotta make sure I do it right. Okay. Gotta make sure that we do it right. Make sure that it's, see, I didn't do this again. And just make sure that you have it where you want it. And then I'm gonna go through what I'll do this video. Don't put it down yet. Is show you what I'm doing. My thought process, and doing these ones, and then get them all done. Do them all, and they should all fit this piece of paper, I'm hoping. These ones are bigger. These ones are bigger. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, they're way bigger. They are bigger. So I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to work that out. What I'll probably do is as I cut these other ones, or I have scrap pieces, I can hook them together. So I still have that sticking out, So that's what I'll do with the bigger pieces. What about the second biggest? Are these going to cover? Yeah, but they're not going to have much room up here. So probably the same thing. So these smaller ones in the front and these last sets, they're in sets 3, 4, and 5. I'll have to do like 2 pieces of paper. but these first ones I'll be able to do the full piece, you know. So that's where we're at with that. So I'm gonna have to finish these three, these three, put them in here. I'm gonna go back through my papers and pick out 24 more, and I have extra pieces that I can put, you know, for the taller ones, and we can put these in here. But let me show you what it's gonna look like. Okay, so page 1, we've got the excess up here, right? We can hook this on. However, see, you can still see the back, so you can do it wonky like that, you know. You could put it down here. I'd want them up here so you can see them when they're all, so you put it on this side, you can put it on this side, you know, but you don't want to put this on until after you do your decorative topper. But that's what I'm going to do, is that. So, all right, there's the start of it, guys. I gotta take Ariel to tumbling, and I don't know, I usually don't come down here at night. I'm upstairs with the fam at night. But I know I have some pieces of paper, you know, this big or whatever, that will fit on top of those. So these go to these 3. So I'll put these together, put those up there, so I know what I'm doing, because I have to leave, and so I don't mess it up. So I'll put this up here to know that I have to cut this. So there we go, guys. I hope that is inspiring for you. If you got a big shot like I do, but I don't have the cutters, you know, the little, I don't know, die cuts, not die cuts, I don't know what they're called, the metal pieces that do those cuts. I wish I did. It would be a lot easier to do. But I'm going to do it the hard way. So there's a lot of imagination. I still need to find the little legs I want to put on the bottom so it sets, you know, sets up. I was just looking over here. I've got some pretty, you know, I got some, a present, these, you know, I got all kinds of stuff I can put on here, you know, to decorate it with. So it's going to be an ongoing thing, but just to get started, we're going to cover and figure out how we're covering things, and then the fun starts by decorating and making pockets and all that kind of thing. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We're at my mark where I wanted to be, and so I got 2 of them done. And like I said, this is, you can leave them just like this, you know, if you want to. But I don't know. I'm thinking I'm going to do it the other way so they're strong and they're not going to get ruined. So there we go. I hope you like it. Let me know if you're trying it or not. Comment down below. Let me know if you're doing it or not. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.